is so cool. How cool is this?
Can we take a moment to take it all in, Suze?
I know.
We've got the lights. We've got our drinks.
Feels so official.
We have our logo.
I know.
This
They've made
is
us
so
feel very
nice.
important. So this is so cool. The Colorado Rapids invited us to downtown Denver. This is the lead up to their home opener this coming weekend against Orlando. And we are at the Dairy Block downtown Denver, and they set up this really cool space. There's a pop-up shop. They've got all this gear. There's going to be players coming in and out all week. You're going to be hosting a bunch of events.
Yes, myself along with Stephen Keel will be here. They're going to have a lot of celebrity guests, like you mentioned. And it's really just a hub. It's a place you can come stop in. You can hang out. It's free. So if you missed us, there's still so much more going on down here. But I think the big thing is, Suze, one, we got an invite somewhere.
We're on the road. It's never happened.
Take notes, other MLS clubs. Ask, and you shall receive.
We're available. We're free.
We're not that free.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. But we'll rock some swag.
We'll rock some swag, and we'll be here. But we've got some big news.
We do. Big news.
You want to break it for me, girl?
I'll do a little drum roll. The call-up is going to video. What?
Someone somewhere decided they want to also see this and not just hear it.
I know. I don't know who decided this was a good idea, but
we've got to start putting some makeup on.
We're here for it. I know. We had this conversation
No
where
more
we were
sweats.
like, we can't show up to podcast in our sweatpants, like unshowered. Now we have to put the makeup on. But
maybe not. Maybe not.
We could pick and choose, our moments.
We'll see if we keep our
exactly.
jobs.
But this is very exciting. We're thrilled about it, and more ways for you to consume the podcast. And speaking of consuming,
cheers to that.
Whoa! Check out these signature cocktails that they made for us. It's all color coordinated.
It's a margarita of some type.
It's a pomegranate margarita.
That's when I stopped listening.
Also here for it.
Okay, so it's week one.
Mm-hmm.
We are just getting started.
Yep.
But already, so much has happened
It's been
across Major
insane.
League Soccer. You, my friend, are fresh off of a flight from Los Angeles. Just hanging with kind of the stars of Miami and LAFC.
No big deal.
And had a pretty epic pregame show.
This was so cool. So for opening weekend, you guys, I was out in Los Angeles for LAFC's matchup against Inter Miami. Inter Miami's first ever MLS game, so a very historic day for that club. David Beckham was in the house. Victoria was there. Did not get to hang with them. They were in the suite.
I copied you in their post, hoping you could scope them out for us.
I know. I tried really hard. But yeah, I got to host ESPN's digital pregame show.
Yeah, you did,
which
and you
was
killed it.
So fun.
Woo!
It was so cool. It was me and Mike Ryan, who's on the Dan Le Batard show, and just a really great dude. He is a hardcore Miami guy. And so he wore this ridiculous pink blazer that was just, it was so
and someone
extra,
else
but kind of great.
A pink blazer, and we're going to get to that.
Yes, we are going to get to that. But the game was incredible. I honestly, the first half, Miami really did a great job. I was super, super impressed because they kind of kept LAFC at bay, and we know that attack is something special. And then Carlos Vela, right before halftime, just does what Carlos Vela does, scores this ridiculous goal, this little chip shot over. And he had juked 5 guys on his way to doing it. But Miami hung in there, and so I thought my takeaway from that game was that, for the first ever matchup against a very good team, arguably the best team in the league last year, they held their own. So Miami supporters should feel really, really good about their first showing. They're going to be a fun team to watch. They had a lot of chances in this one, too.
Oh, so I was in Nashville.
Yes,
you finally decided.
I gifted you. I gifted you with the
you
Nashville
told
trip.
me before you're going to gift me David Beckham, which was a lie.
That's a big,
big lie.
Such a lie.
Gifting me Nashville was almost as good.
Yes.
They broke a Tennessee soccer record at nearly 60,000.
That place was rocking. Nissan Stadium was insane.
Oh, girl.
Tell me how big the party was, though. Because it just looked like everybody was having the time of their lives there.
What I loved was from the minute I touched down Friday afternoon until late Sunday, there was Nashville SC, and then obviously their close rival in soccer in the Southeast, Atlanta United, jerseys everywhere. And it was almost like a competition.
Yeah.
You could feel it, but because it's the South, it was so friendly.
Yeah.
Flags on all the cars. But I got to say, once they got in that stadium, they were loud and they were giving it to each other. So it was all friendly fire until the game really got started.
Until kickoff.
And you know what? Nissan Stadium was a blast.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And you were totally right about Nashville. That is a city that is ready to party.
Party town.
And big props to the fans. There was a food truck, I thought. So when I got there, it was tailgate central.
Yeah.
And there was what I thought was a food truck, maybe because I have a problem with food and I just want to eat all the time, but it was actually a swag truck. The line had to have been 200 people.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, are these French fries? Like, what is everyone?
Were you disappointed?
What does everybody want out there? And then it was a Nashville SC swag truck. And that part was so cool to me.
Yeah.
They haven't even gotten in there yet. It's a lot of people trying it out and they want stuff. And then credit to the Atlanta
They're doing it
United
right.
supporters too. They made up a nice population. And they all kind of drove there. They caravan together. So that part was a lot of fun. And then on a bad note, we saw what happened with Joseph Martinez going down with an ACL tear. That you never like to see. It's not good for him.
No,
It's not good.
It's bad for the league. Bad for the league.
No one, even his opponents, they want competition.
Yep.
I think the Montreal Impact tweeted out something about that. No one doesn't want Joseph Martinez in this league. So obviously,
It's a better league. It's a stronger league with Joseph playing.
we're thinking
so
about him. And
big time thoughts.
if
and
anyone
prayers
is
and quick
going to be
healing.
a beast in the
Oh,
rehabilitation
he's
process,
gonna go after that
it's
rehab.
Joseph Martinez,
like
I have
a
to tell you.
monster.
But you were talking about Miami, and I forgot to tell you. So Miami doesn't have a jersey sponsor yet,
Yeah.
which looked so weird. And
Yeah.
I think we should be it. So
We're available.
yeah, I don't know what it costs, but whatever it costs, I think it's worth it.
Done. I'll put a good word in.
Okay.
Jill, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a very special guest
We have
joining
a
us
visitor.
here.
Oh, are we live?
Oh, we're live.
Oh,
Kai.
we're live.
live?
We are always
We're
live.
live.
We're
Baby,
live.
let's go.
And
Can
you're
you
on
tell who it
video.
is? Guys, we have Kei Kamara here.
Kai Kamara is literally sitting here at the call-up desk, and we're so
This is a
excited
dream
to
of
have
ours.
you. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you. I know. That was my high school picture.
You look
Oh,
thrilled.
Yeah, with
beautiful.
the soccer,
pose.
yeah, the pose, yeah.
The pose.
I did that.
So we have this segment on the call up. I know you listen to every episode, so I know
Let's
I don't
go.
need to
Let's
explain
go.
this to you, but I'm going to just do a little refresher
yes,
anyway.
yes.
It's called Here for This, and basically you're here for it or you're not here for it. And we go over sometimes very important things throughout the league, sometimes not so much, but
Mostly not.
mostly.
Let's
I'm
be
already
honest.
here for this.
Let's
so.
you saying
Yeah.
Chicharito is not important? I think you are, Suze.
Wait, who's
okay.
that?
So do you
Good-
know this
good
guy?
question.
No,
Chicharito. Okay, so there's this guy named Chicharito who it's his first year in MLS.
Okay.
Plays for the LA Galaxy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Mexican international. Anyway, made his debut for the LA Galaxy, a 1-1 draw against Houston. But don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Chicharito and how he has gone full LA since moving to Los Angeles. Like, I'm talking, like, James Corden was FaceTiming him when he was signed. He was sitting courtside at the Lakers game, as you
Fist-pumping
do.
LeBron.
Fist-pumping LeBron. He's wearing these, like, ridiculous, like, flashy LA clothes. Like, it's just
You
like,
say ridiculous,
No,
I say
it
nice.
is ridiculous. So, Kai Kamara, are you here for Chicharito going
Oh my
full LA?
Is it too soon?
Oh my
Only
God.
after a month.
You know, growing up in LA, since I'm an LA boy,
Oh,
growing
right.
up there for a bit,
How do you feel about this?
I have to say he has to embrace it.
Aww.
He has to embrace it. So, yes.
That's how I feel.
Yes,
like,
here
why
for
not?
it.
And Susan's being
You
such
know?
a hater.
No, I'm saying slow your roll, bro.
Slow your roll.
Like, there's time.
They wanted him, you know?
I know.
And the fans. I mean, LA is kind of will be Chicharito. So I'm sorry, Zlatan,
Wait.
but
Yeah. Suze, I have a question for you. Sorry,
I
Zlatan.
liked that. You just slid that right on in there. Sorry, Zlatan. Zlatan
If
who?
the LA Galaxy offered you a ton of money
Yes.
and to go on some late night shows and to wear some clothes,
Oh,
you're trying
okay,
to tell me what I'm doing?
Fine.
Okay.
Yes, probably, but whatever. Chicharito. I'm just saying. Maybe like take it down just a touch.
just send them
Just
a
a notch.
message.
I'm not here
I think
for
if you
it.
send him a message,
You think he would
I
get
think
that
he would
message?
read it. Yeah, I think he would come down. You know?
I love where your head's
so
at.
you should do that.
Accessibility.
Yes, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, on the same note with fashion and LA, I don't know if you saw this, Kei Kamara.
This is great.
But Carlos Vela wore a light pink.
I heard about that.
Yes. He wore a light pink jacket entering the stadium.
So he gets off like the bus, or
bus,
like
his
entering,
car.
walking in, and it's like he looks like, you know,
Do you guys have a
Miami
picture?
Vice.
Like,
Miami Vice.
I would love to see it because I didn't see it. I
You
just
didn't
heard
see the
about
picture?
it. No.
Oh, let's pull it up.
Tell them all about it. I'll get the picture.
So literally, do you know, like, there was a show, Miami Vice. Did they do a remake of it?
I don't
But
know.
they
You
wore
know I
like all
don't
the
know movies.
pastel. They did like all the pastel stuff, and he's wearing this like, I mean, it is like the most Miami-esque blazer you've ever seen.
Okay.
It's this like tight pink blazer with I think a white shirt underneath it, and it was almost like he was trolling.
Are you just saying Miami because they
Miami.
played against Miami?
I think he was trolling them.
Oh.
I think he was trolling Miami.
I can't find the picture.
And I want to know if you are here for Carlos Vela.
It was his birthday too. So.
It was 31.
So we have to give it to him.
31 years young.
But was it on purpose? Do you think he did it on purpose?
I don't know. I would love to see the picture, but
bringing it up,
without
trying to-
seeing the
We
picture,
come
No,
unprepared.
but without seeing the picture and just knowing the kind of person he is, and to hear that he wore the pink suit, I think I'm here for it.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to let Susannah kind of explain this one
Uh-huh.
because she's a Bachelor freak. Do you or your wife watch The
Did you watch
Bachelor?
The Bachelor ever?
I think that was like really borderline when we almost broke up because you watched it too much,
It was
and then no, I'm serious.
almost ended the marriage.
And then it came to a point where she decided, you
Oh,
know what?
no.
It was either me or The Bachelor, and she stopped watching it.
Wow.
Like with you in the room or stopped watching it altogether?
She used to record it, and
That's what I do.
It used to like take too much space, so I used to delete them.
Oh my God.
So
And
it came to a point where she didn't
Oh,
do
I
that.
would be so mad.
I'm just saying.
I just felt my
It came
blood
to
pressure
a-
Your wife
like
is a saint.
spike.
It came to a point where she
Literally
didn't,
spike.
she didn't worry about it anymore.
Okay, so true
Oh.
story. I have been watching the Bachelor franchise like since like the inception of this thing, which is
Kai's judging you
I'm, like,
so
kind
hard
of
right
not
now.
proud of it, but also like, you know what? Just lean into it. Anyway, Daniel Shalhoub of Sporting Kansas City, was just announced that he is going to be. They're doing this whole thing in different cities where it's like Bachelor live on stage, so it's like live on this in the
wow.
city, and he is. I'm going to show you this right now. Check this
This
out.
we have a picture of.
Daniel Shalhoub is going to be the Bachelor in Kansas City. Professional soccer, like his resume.
I just want to know who's going to scout the women that have come to
That's
this.
what-
Is
I
it
know.
applications? Do people like?
I feel like I need to
send
go
in
to this
stuff?
event and
As-
like fully scope it out.
What do you
I
think
will
Peter
do it.
Vermees thinks of this idea?
Right?
Because that's what I said to Suze. I go, Peter's going to let him do it?
I know. Okay, so let me just put this out there. I'm here for this all day because any time I can combine
I'm
like MLS
confused.
and The Bachelor, which is one of my favorite things, I'm totally here for it.
Right.
But like, how do you feel about Daniel
I'm actually
Shalhoub?
going to answer your question first to say Peter's here for it. If Peter's not here for it, there's no way you're gonna do it.
He
as a
had to
player
sign
in
off on
Kansas
it,
City.
right?
Yeah.
He had
so,
to.
So is he like maybe
But
thinking if Shallie
I-
has a girlfriend, like that's going to like make life better for everyone all around?
Oh, he's going for the long,
Yeah.
the
Cement,
long
yeah.
con. Yep, I get it.
To make him play better, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Like
Well,
a
I'm trying to
girlfriend-
get in Peter's
maybe
head.
a
I actually think
girlfriend
it's
will
good.
get him.
I actually think it's really good to have something like that.
Why do you think it's good?
Get players out of their shells a little bit, you know? Put them out there
More
and
personality.
look in that. Did they say it's live? Did you say it was
yes,
live on
it's
stage?
like live on stage.
That scares me.
Oh my
March
God.
12th. I feel like I need to like go to Kansas City and just
Oh,
Are they
man.
gonna
scope
broadcast
this all
this?
up.
I don't know. I hope someone
I'll
is.
find out for you, Kai.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
This might be the only Bachelor I watch.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Yes.
Calen Carr, our friend, mutual friend, obviously.
Right, that guy.
When I first started at MLS, I secretly submitted an application for him to be on the Bachelor. They did not call me back.
No?
I
They didn't call
know.
Calen
And then he
back.
found a lovely
Calen-
girlfriend, and so it's fine. It's a moot point. But I
We should
submitted.
still get him on there.
I submitted Calen to be on the Bachelor.
Here's the question. If you could take one guy from the Rapids who kind of needs a little push, who would you put on the Denver, am I saying this right? The Denver Bachelor?
The Denver Bachelor.
Go no farther. I think Kellen Acosta.
Kellen.
Kellen.
Oh, yeah?
Aw.
Sign him up?
He's
He
so
seems very
sweet.
shy.
Exactly. Like that's why we need to put
Pull
him on there.
pull
You know.
his personality
Just
out of
put
him.
him
a
Kill
on
his
little
there.
bit.
soul a little bit?
We
I
should
love
try
that.
We
With
should
reality
do it.
television?
Should we do it?
We should do it.
Let's after the pod, we're all gonna get
Okay.
online and submit an application.
FaceTime Kellen. And
Whether
tell
he
him.
likes it or not.
Here for that.
Okay.
Here for that. All right. Should we get into our
Wow, an actual
an
interview?
actual interview? I
Maybe.
mean, I kind of
All right,
like
let me
just
drink
sitting
some water,
here.
get ready for
yeah,
this,
because this
'cause-
is hard hitting stuff, Kai. Just prepare. I know.
You guys can all take a drink.
So I can just feel the buzz is very good around here, around the space, around the fans.
Yeah.
Getting a win the way that you guys did over the weekend, how good is this team feeling, and why were you guys kind of able to mesh, and more importantly, like why were you able to squeak out that come from behind win?
Wow. I think Jonathan Lewis will be the best person to ask that.
Okay.
Because there was a point in the game, and I just said, you know what? Let's just hold this off. If we can hold 1-1 and get out of here, this would be good. You know, I was like looking for the ball that I can take to the corner, as we always do, and go kill time.
Yes, you had the equalizer.
But everybody else decided, you know, Diego Rubio is like, I'm going to go to goal. Everybody's like, we're going to goal, so we got the win. But, I mean, it's huge. It's been a long preseason and longer off-season. Long preseason, longer off-season. So when you had that, everybody was itching to get back to it, you know. So we went to preseason. It was different than, you know, other preseason because we then bonded. We then kind of knew we had a style, what we wanted to do, how we wanted to play. And this first game of the season was always going to be like one of those, you know, like home team, maybe we'll get the win. So we're like, you know what, we're going to go in there, we're going to stick onto it. But when the game started, we knew we had it. They scored, but when we tied it up, and again, Johnny came on and did what Jonathan Lewis does, and we took the 3 points, so it was exciting.
And you saw everyone's like reaction. They're obviously so pumped up, but guy who I really loved watching was Robin Fraser. Like no one was more fired up than him. Does he just have this team
I didn't
fired up?
see him fired up. I'm going to have to check the video.
Well, you don't expect it from him, and you saw the cutaway to him, and he was
so funny.
pumped.
We had like 2 different groups because when Johnny scored, he ran to one side. So there was like a group on this side celebrating, and the group on another side celebrated. It was just like, so it was kind of cool. I'm sure he was with the other group. But he's a good guy. He's a good coach. I mean, people know him. Repetition around the league, it's been really good. And he has a really good mindset on how he wants us to play as a team. And I think maybe we showed a little bit of it in DC, but looking forward to it really this year and see how it's going to, you know, work out.
How it's all going to vibe. Well, we just talking about celebrations, and Kai, you're obviously known for
the best celebrations in the league.
Took the words right out of her mouth.
Literally, there it is. But one of the things that is unique about your goal celebrations is that I feel like you always have like a partner. You know, like there's always somebody that like you kind of like go to on each team that you've been at. How do you choose the guy? Like is it an organic thing?
I guess it's like us choosing like who should be the next Bachelor for this team. That's really what it is. I'm just picking them out that way. I'm like,
in the moment,
you know what? You could be, you know. I want to get you out of your shell a little bit.
But
Can
like
we
after
dance
you
together?
score, you've thought about it before.
Oh, before.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes. Somebody I'm working with right now is Cole Bassett. We're working on a little, you know, celebration. Oh, yeah, we do. So
wait, is this like under wraps?
It's going to be a good one. That's all I'm going to say. When Cole busted out, it's going to be a good one. So I can't wait for him to score a goal.
I'm super stoked for that.
So if you had to rank them, this one looks really hard. I'm like
rank
reading.
who?
So you need to rank your goal celebration partners over the years.
Oh, wow.
I know. Like pressure's on. I'll give you a minute.
Am I going to lose friends by doing this?
No, like maybe we can reframe it.
I'm not even part of those teams anymore, so
like
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lee Wim, Lala Abubakar,
Lee.
Alfonso Davies, CJ Sapong. Lastly, solo celebration, just yourself.
Oh, definitely. I think my Michael Jackson celebration is definitely the best celebration that will ever happen.
It's iconic.
But me and CJ, man.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
We had probably the best celebrations ever. Alfonso, I was happy to really be able to get him out of the shell a little bit too, because the years that he played before, and actually he had only scored 1 goal, and so to be able to play with him, and I'm like, we're gonna have fun this year. So that was good.
And he's coming out of his shell now too. Like, have you seen his TikTok game?
The one with the what
like
was
all
the,
of a sudden I was like, little
the music
Alfonso
that he
Davies.
did?
I didn't
know.
see that.
Oh my
was
gosh.
it the Backstreet Boys or something?
It's fantastic.
Top.
But I think you know what? I think you rubbed off on him
And
just a little bit, Kai.
I still call him here and there and tell him to do something different.
You know when they have the preseason like meals and they all have to sing a song? I can't remember what it was, but it was fantastic, and I just had never seen that side of him. It took him leaving MLS for the guy to come out of his shell. I'm like, where was this Alfonso Davies before? But I guess Kei Kamara helped move that one along.
Yep.
I didn't get paid for it though.
Oh, well,
So we're gonna
he
have to
owes
send
you.
I'm gonna have to send
Royalties.
him a check.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Someone else who is known for some good celebrations is Joseph Martinez. And we are so bummed.
We talked
the
about
news
it
from
earlier
him.
in the show, yeah.
And I saw you, along with so many other guys, kind of sent out a heartfelt message to him because you as a competitor know how hurtful that is, not only for yourself, but for the club, for the fans. Striker to striker, when you see the news like that, what was your reaction?
Yeah, I was actually just talking to him a couple hours ago before I came in. and it's tough. I know the situation that he's in, and nobody wants to be in this situation. But speaking to him, I know he's bummed, but it's part of our job. It's part of what we do. And I actually didn't think it was that bad when I was watching the game.
Yeah, right.
So I was hoping, it's a little bit right now. He's going to walk off and then, maybe come back later. But it's tough for every athlete, everyone that's going to, go through that. It's nice to see that we all respect him as a player. We compete against each other, but for the rest of the league, guys that have reached out and, to talk to him and to send them, their love and all that. I mean, he seems a good guy. I haven't played with him. I haven't really, we talk every once in a while, but I haven't really, hung out with him. But he seems a good guy. And, his celebrations just makes, the king who he is. Yeah.
Something else that I love following with you, Kai, especially during the offseason, is your trips back home to Sierra Leone. And it's something that, was discussed when you first burst onto the scene so long ago. But now years and years have gone by, and you've been in Major League Soccer
When you
for
say
so
years,
long.
it makes me sound.
Sorry.
Say a couple years have
months
gone
have
by.
gone by.
He's a
Months.
baby.
Right?
You are not a veteran, don't worry.
Right?
Not an MLS veteran.
Okay.
Can you kind of take people through, especially newer fans, your journey? You said before you're from California, but you were born in Sierra Leone. Can you kind of take us through your story and coming back to live with your mom, and then how you got into Major League Soccer from there?
Oh wow, we can take a few hours to do this one. No, but no, it's just a blessing. Seriously, it's a blessing to be sitting here today, to be playing professionally. My 15th professional season, which
You said
is
it, not
pretty
me.
sad.
Not
I know.
sad.
but
It's remarkable.
But when I
Yes.
speak to the guys in the locker room, Cole Bassett and Sebastian, those guys, they're 16, 17.
They're babies.
That sounds really
Yeah.
bad when I'm hanging out with them. No, I'm talking to them actually the other day. Sorry, sidetrack about music.
Oh,
We love a sidetrack.
the references.
And I know, and then a song will come
Right
and I'll
over
be
their
like,
head.
Cole, do you know who this is?
No.
You wouldn't even know who
No.
Ludacris was.
That hurts. It's painful. Right through the heart.
But anyway,
Right through the heart.
Anyway, in 2000, I moved to the States and spent a little bit of time after the Civil War, for a little bit. Accepted through a refugee program to move to the U.S. and spent a little bit of time in Maryland. And then I moved to California at 16, lived with my mom, who was super busy working because the rest of the family is back in Africa and has to
she
provide.
came here to make money.
She did. She actually moved here in 1990, just the year after she left, the war broke out. So, and, I was lucky enough later on, years later, 10 or so, to join her. And I saw how hard she was working, so that pushed me into sports. I didn't really leave. It's not like some of the players that get the opportunity to leave Africa and come play sports. But it just pushed me into sports because I saw she was going to work from 4 to 2 a.m. Every day. And growing up in LA, you got to choose. The neighborhoods that we grew up in is, are you in school or are you going to hang out with, some of your friends and be outside? So I wanted to stay in school most of the time. So I was playing volleyball, running track, cross country, soccer, kind of doing it all. And finally I was like, okay, now I want to go to college. And then they were like, okay, well, I don't have money, my mom said. So I was like, all right, how can I get this? GPAs was good enough. So I went down the street, which wasn't far from home, to Carson to go look at this one school, Cal State Dominguez Hills. And then I saw they were building a stadium. And that was the Galaxy Stadium. And I was like, yes, I'm going to go here. And so it just worked out that way. And while going to Dominguez Hills, I was able to train with Galaxy and Chivas. Jiggy Smith was the first person to bring me in, and Bob Bradley, so that was pretty cool.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Ziggy and Bob.
That's
Ziggy and
some
Bob.
good soccer pedigree
So I used
right
to,
there.
go out there, and I used to work for the stadium. So I'm always involved. I'm like,
What did you do?
I'm gonna play. I worked operations. So I set up these chairs when you're ready to do something. I know, and the goals and the nets.
That's
so
wild.
it was kind of cool. But anyway, through that, played in college for a couple of years, and then Ziggy said, "Hey, I think you're ready." So drafted me to Columbus Crew, and the rest is
Here
history.
you are.
And
What
a
here you are.
story.
It's an incredible story. It's so cool.
Thanks to
And
that guy,
Before we move on to all the fun that we like to have, I could talk about this stuff forever, but you go home, and doing all that is so important to you. Hashtag heart-shaped hands all the
right.
time. Can you just tell us a little bit about that? Because we love it so much. I know that
Yes,
it's close to your
I
heart.
know heart-shaped hands. Everybody asks, where does heart-shaped hand comes from? I mean, I just started doing it funny actually, was in Vancouver the first time I did it. Their first year, scored a goal. I did it there and kind of just stuck. And Rob Heineman from Kansas City then started calling me Hardship Hands.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, okay, I love that because before that I was Special K. And then
Special K.
that's what I came out of college.
Hands better.
That's what I came out of college
Fantastic.
with, So there's all these Special K signs and stuff. So I loved it. And Hardship Hands came about. And a year later, actually, it got my foundation, the Hardship Hand Foundation, during then. So I was giving out scholarships to kids in Sierra Leone, just kind of giving them hopes that somebody's watching,
So
you
cool.
know?
Here for
So
that.
yeah, I keep pushing the Hardship Hands, and now actually I'm hopefully gonna work on a soccer school, not a soccer academy.
Oh,
but
that's
like
awesome.
a soccer school, because
Yeah.
it's really difficult for players in Sierra Leone or Africa in general, because you either play soccer or you go to school. Are you a good soccer player? That means you didn't go to school. Do you go to school? That means you're not a good soccer player. So I kind of want to get that balance in between where people can, be involved in school and at the same time, be able to play soccer.
Keep us posted on that
Yeah,
because I
for
want to
sure.
know more about it
Be
for
good.
sure. All right, let's have some fun, shall
all
we?
right, All right. This is. I'm
Are we
so
singing?
Oh,
kind
how'd
of.
you know?
There's a little
I don't
performance
sing.
aspect. So, Kai, a little birdie, told us, because soccer, we want you to play forever. We want you to play forever, Kai. But at some point, sometimes
gonna play forever. What do you mean you
like
want-
Calen Carr, you got to hang up the boots, walk away from
Do
it.
you know,
But
actually,
I have.
Kalen inspired the name for my.
We're getting there.
Oh,
You
Oh, we're
save that.
so getting
Save
there.
that. Save that because yes, we're going to talk about that. Okay, but
told you.
before we get there, he
brags
he
about
has
it.
been
to be
bragging.
honest.
But Kai, a little birdie told us that acting is something that you have been interested in,
Acting,
and that
who, me?
yes,
Really?
you're a showman. I
don't.
think it's a natural fit.
don't.
Actually, Marcelo
He's acting right now.
Balboa was literally like, if you don't ask Kai about the acting thing, he was like, that's going to be a real
Oh,
swing and a miss.
no.
And I was like, no, we're doing it. So we thought it would be really fun to kind of give. This is your moment. This is like your.
This is my audition right here?
Exactly.
This is it?
Yes, you
So-
look right into this
Right into
We
camera.
know that
That
you're
camera.
a fan
Hi.
of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, man.
Yes.
We're spies.
Oh,
I know
man.
we're spies.
We're
and
trolls and spies.
You're kind of inspired by him, but we have printed out a monologue. This is from
Friday Night Lights.
This is from Friday Night Lights. So it's not a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but it's a good like pump up motivational monologue. And so we want you to just get in the zone, little method acting, whatever
Well,
your
I want
process
you to
is,
understand.
and look
I have
right
to be like Arnold?
or
Can't be like Arnold?
whoever inspires
If you want me to be like Arnold, you just got to give me his lines.
be
like,
back.
No, you don't
I'm
have to be
Arnold.
Arnold.
Everybody get down. The
I'll
chop-
be back.
Get down in the chopper. Is that what he said?
we knew
That
you would
chopper.
love this.
The chopper. That was
Oh, man.
fantastic. But yeah, this is Coach Gaines from Friday Night Lights.
So I think does he have a Southern accent, would you say?
Does he? I don't know.
Well, I want you to understand something.
Something.
So Kai, this is
So
like
who has
gonna
a
be
southern accent here? You two?
Not me.
I
Is
can
that-
I can do one.
She's a
Can
a
I
theater
hear
person.
it? Can I hear it?
Well, I want you to understand something. To me, being perfect is not about that scoreboard out there. It's about winning. It's about you and your relationship to yourself and your family and your friends.
So why do I have to do it?
It's not, but there you
You're
go.
stealing
do
his
that, you know?
thunder.
There you
Right?
go. There you go. There you go.
Damn it.
That's your inspiration.
You got to
All right,
beat
all
that
right,
too.
All right, no. I can't do the southern
This-
accent. So I think I'm going
Just
to
do it from your heart.
I'm going to do an African accent.
Yes.
Even better.
This has to be very serious because everybody thinks I should have been on the movie Captain Phillips.
Okay.
They say I would have done well. Like,
Okay.
listen.
How
As
do
one
you
of the
feel about
pirates,
I am the captain.
I am the captain.
that? I am the captain now.
I am the
Please say
captain.
it.
Okay.
Please just say that. I am the captain now.
I am the captain. I am the captain now.
I believe him. I believe
I
him.
got goosebumps.
Oh no.
That was fantastic.
Well, I want you to understand something. To me, being perfect is not about the scoreboard. Yeah? It's not about winning. It's about you and your relationship to yourself, your family, and your friends. Understand that. That's really the whole thing.
Oh my God!
I'm moved. I'm
Oh
moved.
no, oh
I
no.
felt it. I felt it. That was insane.
was
Send it to Hollywood.
Send
Guys,
it to
let's see it.
Hollywood.
We'll package that up for you, and then we can make a reel. And
But what
then-
tip would you guys give me though? Because it is serious. I really want to do it. I want to. step out of the soccer world and try to act and stuff.
Yeah.
And what would you say? Like,
I loved that.
I mean, honestly, like you've got the chops already, so it's already there. I think it's just, finding your voice and being authentic and, because listen, there's one and only Kei Kamara. Like only you can be you.
Wow.
Was that
She's
good?
making
Are you
me
an
blush
acting
right
coach?
now,
So
like-
Susannah, something people don't know about my
Right.
dear friend is she has a theater background.
I do, actually.
And I think that you and
need a
Kei
personal
could
coach.
be the ultimate duo to really hit Hollywood,
I'm here for
Suze,
you,
with some
Kei.
of your
my
resume.
training, my
Yeah.
formal
I
training.
need to do some self-taping,
he's got-
so there
yeah.
you go.
Oh, I'll be your monologue coach.
go.
I give you feedback, some notes. Maybe try
When
it
you guys
this
are not
way.
busy
Try it
traveling
this way.
around.
We're not that busy.
Not
Okay.
not we will always make time for you, Kei. That is
Whatever
true.
you need.
That is true.
Good.
Okay, so I want to ask real quick because you brought it up. You and your wife just had your third baby.
Yes.
Kaylin,
Hat
a little
trick.
girl, hat trick,
A hat trick for a
baby.
striker.
Baby.
And this is a family of K's, by the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Just Kamara's though.
Just
very
Kamara's.
original.
just all
Yeah.
K's. Who's the first one is
First one is Kieran.
Kieran, and then
Well, the first one is Kristen, actually, wifey.
wife is
so There
Kristen.
you go.
First and most important.
Right.
Then
Kieran, Kendrick,
Kendrick,
and Calen.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So Calen Carr, who
No, she's Calen Kamara.
okay.
Not Calen.
Calen
Straight.
Kamara. Calen, our colleague,
Now you got to
Calen,
tongue twist it.
is basically taking credit for this name. And he was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, Kei named his kid after me. And I was like, really, dude? Like, come on.
Yeah,
And
we go back.
I
go
know,
back to
and I know
Calen.
you guys do.
Yeah.
Same draft class.
Yeah.
Apparently, he always tells a story
Played
about
Blue
like
Stars together.
his
and all
mom
that.
tying your tie.
His mom
at
tied
the
my tie at the draft.
All of this stuff.
And
So,
he forgot his coach after the draft.
Wait, he forgot who his coach was?
He got drafted.
This
We
is a
came back
great
to the
story.
hotel.
This is so Calen.
And then Dennis Hamlin came up to him and said, "Hey, congratulations! Can't wait to."
God, help
and he's
me.
like, "Who are you again?" The guy just drafted him. He
drafted
just
him.
drafted him, and he asked him who he was again. And so that was awesome.
And then the guy went on to be a Chicago and Houston phenom. So,
I know.
I
There
mean,
you
what
go.
can I say?
but can you confirm or deny
yeah,
that
no,
your daughter
yeah.
Calen was actually inspired by?
I love that name, and since we played Blue Star together, I mean, I've known him for so many years, and then finally, here is another baby, and I was like, all right. I actually just wanted to keep the C. I said, Calen. Calen's a good name, and my wife thought, we can change the C to a K, which was still good, and then I text Calen. I called him right away. I said, hey, you got a Calen in the family, so.
So, fair to say, kind of named after Calen Carr?
Kind of named after Calen Carr.
Kind of named after.
Kinda
she
named
would-
after
She would know
All
that
right.
someday that she's
He is
named
well.
after Calen Carr.
He is thrilled about it. You've made him feel very, very special.
He's down for this.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Down
Here for this.
Here
Here-
for
he's
this?
here for this.
He's here for this.
Yes, he's here for
Calen's
this.
here for
Yes,
this.
Kei. Yes, Kei. Catch
All
him
right.
on.
Oh, my. Is this over?
I know. I think we're like.
Oh, crap. We got to go.
I know.
Everyone's looking at us.
I
like,
know.
wrap it up.
This has been so much fun. What do we have going on? What's coming up next for us?
So please stay for our final
Yes.
segment. It's
Yes.
called What's on
We're
Tap,
not
and we
kicking
just
you out yet.
basically tell people where we have to go next. So, Kei Kamara, what else do you have going on this week?
You
You
got
guys can come over and babysit if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have anything else to do.
I'm here all
Guys.
week.
your babies are
Guys,
very cute.
They're Kamara babies.
They're
busy.
beautiful.
It's busy in that house.
I don't
can
have a
use-
lot of
I
experience.
can use help.
Oh man, I can imagine.
Okay.
Do you really want us to babysit?
Do you trust us?
Just no cameras. 'Cause I don't want them to judge you later on.
Fair. Totally fair.
It's actually incredibly fair.
And then you have a game this weekend.
yes,
Just a
game
casual
against
game.
Orlando.
Yeah,
and-
have a game against Orlando. It's not going to be like last year. There won't be that much snow. Hopefully not.
That was wild last
I
year.
think Timmy took all the snow with him, so that's great. We're looking forward to it. But no, it's going to be a big game because, again, we went to D.C. and spoiled their home opener, and those guys are coming here. They haven't won a game, and they're going to come here and want to do the same thing. But I think we're up for it, really.
Just wear the purple suit and you'll
Yeah,
be all set.
exactly.
A little
Suit.
troll action like
if we
Carlos
see you
Vela.
wearing a purple suit, we're going to take some credit
If
for
a
that.
purpose
Yeah, we
is to
are.
make me chip the goalkeeper,
Just-
then I'll put it on.
Oh,
Burn, sick burn.
I like it. I like
Suze,
it.
what's on tap for you? You're babysitting Kai's 3 children, and
After
then
I
what?
babysit Kai's beautiful
Yep,
babies,
alone. I'm not coming.
I'm going to be in Austin, Texas, for the EMLS Cup
Yeah, you
final.
are.
I know this is crazy. The gaming thing is wild, man. Are you a FIFA guy?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm actually one of the best players on the team, but don't tell this guy.
Okay, we won't.
Yeah, this is not going public or
Okay,
anything.
find Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
while
so
you're
I'm
there,
gonna be in Austin for that on March 20th and 21st, and I'm gonna be sitting at the desk and feeling important. So it'll be pretty cool.
Where you belong, sister.
Exactly where I belong.
I am going to be in Denver for the next few days, along with Stephen Keel, doing some of the really fun activation stuff that they have going
Keel
on
is
here.
from Denver. Like, this
Yeah.
is his town.
I know.
He's an OG
So
in these
you
parts.
will take care of me here and pass me on to Stephen Keel.
Yep.
And then from there, go to Atlanta for their home opener.
Yeah, girl.
Against FC Cincinnati. So we are very excited for that. 70,000 plus expected at Mercedes-Benz, just saying.
It's always fun.
And then, okay, wait, that's on Saturday. Then Sunday, I land in the beautiful city of Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, baby.
And then I'm going to take an Uber to Harrison.
Oh, even better.
Best believe that. And we're going to have the She Believes Cup with
So
the
cool.
U.S. Women's National Team at Red Bull Arena, and I'll be the in-arena host for that. So I'm so excited to see
Girl,
Japan,
you
England,
got a lot going
the
on.
U.S. and Spain. I'm just really going to
Tired
find
just
Megan
listening to you.
Rapinoe. But
Well, yeah, if you do, can you ask her to be on the pod?
yeah, I asked a lot of people to be on the pod.
Kai said yes. Well, Kai,
I didn't say yes.
They just
They
were
said
like,
yes
show
for you,
up
but
and
here you
car,
are.
car pulled
talk
up
to
at the
these
house.
crazy girls.
I left all the kids by themselves.
Well,
Chelsea's watching them.
we're
Thank you,
my dog.
Chelsea.
we're very, very happy that you decided to
Thanks, you
show
guys.
up. Thank you so much. This is
Can
our
we
first
get a little
one
love
on-
for Kei Kamara?
Yeah, guys, give it up for Kei
Heart shape hands,
Kamara.
heart shape hands. There's no clapping. It's heart shape hands. There you go.
Heart shape hands.
There you go.
Heart shape hands.
There you go.
All the best. And a huge thanks to the Colorado Rapids for having us
Amen.
here for your week-long kickoff party.
We dig the dairy block.
This is awesome. The Dairy Block is so cool. You guys make sure you stop by here, pick out some swag, come hang with the,
What are you guys
the
drinking,
players. This is a pomegranate
margarita.
Okay.
It's quite something.
It's not for game week.
Not for game week.
For the off season.
But cheers to Kei Kamara. Cheers to the Rapids.
Can you share some water?
Yeah, of course you
Yeah?
can.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Cheers.
Have a great 2020, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.